we're gonna dive into a topic here. I know you have feel very passionate about.
Oh,
so you ready for that?
I got time. Am I gonna be mad?
You're not going anywhere for a minute?
No.
No, not mad at all.
No.
So we've had a lot of people reach out to us asking questions, kind of our thoughts on centered around the Speed UTV, the Robby Gordon edition.
Oh, that topic.
UTV coming out. Yep.
All right.
Was a big thing down at the Sandsport Super Show we were just at. A lot of people in person asking us, getting online questions, if anything was released, details, and just in general want to know kind of our thoughts on the whole thing. So
if anything was released, yes, something was released. I seen Robby Gordon has a new shoe line out.
Right,
so,
because
they look kind of nice, you know. So.
Yeah, it's kind of nice because if you can't ride, at least you can walk somewhere.
Walking cover, yeah. Like so. I didn't see anything like was released. I didn't hear a bunch of promises or any of that stuff. We did come over the cars pretty carefully.
They had what, 7-8 of them on display there?
Yeah, there's some super cool stuff on them too. They're big, they're heavy. There's a lot of stuff we don't know, but I mean, there's some great concepts on there. I mean, some good designs on there. Like I can see it. You know what I mean? Like I'm really hopeful. Like all the fanboys are, you know. But I'm not a fanboy of Robby's, but you know.
Yeah. Oh, we know. Right. So there was a Fox Proving Grounds at the event. I had kind of some drifting, some jump. I'm sure everybody's seen the video.
Yeah.
Robby Gordon, and one of the machines broke.
Yeah, and we're going to give him a pass on that. I mean, here's the deal. We don't know how many miles were on that car, how much testing that car's been through, how much maintenance has been done. I don't want to be known as the guy who defends Robby Gordon, but I'm also not going to be the guy who bashes on him without
over something that could have happened to anybody.
We've all broken in opportunity times, and that sucks. Sorry, but I mean, at the end of the day, shit happens. You know what I mean? Right? We don't know enough about it. Everything I saw online when that came out, a lot of people were taking their jabs at him. A lot of people were defending it. It's like shit happens. Right? I mean, it's like it's not that big of a deal.
Okay,
but maybe we should just
popular. Can't stop the phone.
Maybe we should clear the air on that thing now. So I get asked a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what's your opinion of Robby Gordon? Do you hate Robby Gordon?
I do not hate Robby Gordon. I hate some of the things Robby Gordon does, but as far as a human being, though, like I have some respect for Robby Gordon. That guy's got a hell of a resume. He's done a lot of badass things in his life that require respect, and he's earned that. I think some of the things he's done in the UTV industry are extremely lacking. I honestly, my problem is I expect more out of him than that. I want more out of him than that.
Just someone in that position has so much potential for good.
Right,
you know?
Exactly. He could do such great things in this industry. And in his defense, he's trying to. Mm-hmm. I just feel like the greed and arrogance will get in your way all the time. Right. And I'm an arrogant guy too, I get it. Robby and I have had a few disagreements over the years. It hasn't been for quite a while. We don't talk, we're not buddies. I don't hang out with him on Tuesdays. We don't agree. Weird. We don't agree on things, but I don't want to get into the Polaris stuff from years ago. That's a dead horse. The Arctic Cat thing bothered me out of the gate. Still bothers me. And the way he's been doing the speed thing, it's like when you're trying to do something big and cool, it's like I'll give him the pass on the timeline. Making a car from the ground up and starting over. You know, it took Polaris 5 or 6 years on the Pro R. I mean, it's like what it takes to go through and the testing, the manufacturing, and it's just, it's an unbelievable mountain to climb, and it takes time. And if you're going to do it right, it takes a lot of time and a lot of money. And it's like I get that, but don't promise people, don't give them dates when you can't provide either. You know?
Exactly. Come out with realistic timelines, and you'd still get the same support, and less backlash when you miss your deadline.
But I mean, this is how you do it, and tempers rise, and it's like you can't. I was at the Sand Show 3 years ago when he announced this car, and honestly, if he would have taken that podium and said, "Hey, we're going to build something badass. We're getting outside of the box. We want to build the best UTV in the market. We are taking deposits. We don't have a timeline. We're going to do our best, and we're just going to keep the public informed. And if you want to support us and give us deposits and help us out, We need the money. It'll speed things up. I probably would have gave him money too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't put frames on that shit. You know, because it's hard. It's complicated. He knows that. You know. But at the end of the day, it's like you can't just parade one machine all over the country and we're here. You have no promissory stuff. And when you're not up front with people and they start getting pissed off, you start losing that base a little bit. And it's really weird because half of Robby's base is really locked in, and they're Robby to death. You know, and they'll follow you to hell, whatever the case is, which is cool. It's fine. And then the other half are getting upset because they put money in it. And then that
a lot of
first
these people
video
had machines, have sold machines because of these promises, and have gone without
we've heard
writing
from a lot of people. They don't want to buy it long as they're waiting for the end, blah blah blah. I mean, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like that first video that when people were talking some shit about it online, he's out and he's like, we'll eliminate you. He turns into the freaking taken guy. You know, it's like be cool, man.
A little humility goes a long ways.
Yeah, and it's like it's tough. Like I understand the mountain he's up against. I mean, I get it, but it's very difficult what he's trying to do. Like I can't even imagine it. I mean, if I think of the worst case scenario, what he's going through, I don't have 1/100th of the bullshit and the pressure that guy's under. So you know, it's super tough. I get it.
Let's back it up a little bit. Just get some details about the ArctiCat Textron, the Double X. Everything kind of surrounding
my anger with that.
Yeah.
So ArctiCat. I really like the Double X. There was a lot of hype when that platform was coming out.
Such a cool design.
There's some really cool stuff with that. That car could have been really big. But as that car came out, everybody we knew in the aftermarket industry got letters that if they made anything for it, Robby Gordon was going to sue them. Once again, this is the greed factor that keeps the company from getting big. We all know that if the aftermarket world supports a platform, supports a machine, supports a brand, that brand is going to grow because we all like to customize our machines. There isn't one of you guys out there who don't have aftermarket parts on your machines. That's what's so cool about this industry. That's what we love. We meet people who get excited and send us pictures because they put a new light bar on their machine. They're just getting into this, and it's the coolest, brightest thing. I mean, a light bar. You know, we have people who build $100,000 cars that we talk to, from entry level to beyond ridiculous. We all love to build our cars, and we do it around our riding style, our personal style, and we make it our own.
Right, and by what parts are available.
Yeah, and it's like we build rock crawlers. That's our favorite thing to do. We're mountain riders and rock crawlers. Can I buy a Double X and buy all the parts I want for it, make it into a long travel portal car, do all the things I want to do? No, because I don't want to get sued, and I don't want the companies that, you know, it doesn't work that way. So when you freaking try to monopolize all the aftermarket accessories for one brand and it's expensive, that car's not going to make it, you know?
And reason being, so with the Double X Robby Gordon, the reason this was is Robby Gordon put a lot of patents on a lot of the bolt-on parts.
Everything that bolts to the car.
Everything that bolts to the car, he put a patent in place. So
you can basically put a light bar, wheels, and tires on that without threatening you with a lawsuit. Steering racks, A-arms, cages, I mean, all that stuff. It's all out.
You can't manufacture or sell anything for it.
Yeah, and it's just like every major company we know got those letters right out of the gate. You do this, and it's like it's a litigation process. It's bullshit. You know what I mean? And therefore, ArctiCat never took off, and it's sad.
Yeah, and going on the opposite end of the spectrum, a little off topic, you told me a quote that was from Elon Musk about the same thing about how Tesla doesn't patent a lot of things.
I just thought it was genius. He has never patented anything in his life. And I was listening to him, and some people were asking him why, from a business perspective. And he's like, because he's like, competition's what makes America grow, and it's what makes everything better. And he's like, by the time they're copying my stuff and making my stuff, I should be 3 to 5 years ahead of them.
Yeah.
Because I'm innovative. You want to win in business, you play offense, you don't play defense.
Yep. Genius.
And it's like, when you play defense, this is what happens.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, you're trying to keep everybody else out of that marketplace. And that marketplace is what sells machines. You know what I mean? It's like, Polaris is really smart with this, so is Can-Am. They allow aftermarket companies really first access in a lot of times, so they can start building parts for these cars because they understand that world. It's like why are Razors and Can-Am so popular? Why are certain models so popular?
Because accessibility of parts.
There's so many companies that support them, and no matter what riding style, where in the country or countries you are, you can buy really cool stuff for them, and you can build a car. We all want to build cars. That's what this is all about. I don't want a car built for me. You know what I mean? I I can't build a car for somebody else. You know what I mean? It's like,
To be
how do
fair,
you
there
drive?
is
What
probably a
do you do?
demographic that fits into, but it's going to be small, very
Yeah,
small.
It's just not big, you know. And whether Robby Gordon's trying to take over the world or not with a speed car, maybe the way he feels like this car is going to be built and who his demographic is, it fits perfectly, and they're never going to bolt anything to it. I don't know.
Yep.
But I don't want to buy a car that I can't buy parts for. That's what I know.
And that's so the same direction that's going on with the Speed UTV.
I don't know that for a fact.
So-
I assume so. I have not seen anybody or heard of
I guess
anybody
that's
getting
true.
letters.
Yeah, nothing official,
That
but-
they can't build anything for a speed car when it comes out. I guarantee you it's probably going to be that way. I would put money on it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, the answers to all those riddles are we don't know much, but
no, I know we've got a couple little nuggets. Do we?
damn it, Jake. Yeah. So, yes, but like don't put me in that position.
Don't do it.
So there is things that go on behind scenes that you hear about, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I guess my statement about Robby Gordon would be this: I don't hate the guy. I hope he does well, and I hope he does great things in this industry. I hope he lets this patent crap go.
Yep.
I hope he gets the rest of the world buying his machine because he'll sell a lot more of them. And I hope one day him and I stand in the same arena and shake hands, and I can tell him what a badass car he built and how much we love to build them around what we'd like to do too.
Right.
You want to sell machines, you got to appeal to a large demographic. That's how I feel.
And the other big thing is do right by your customers. Do right by the people who took the chance on you.
Yep. I get the pressure, and like I don't even want to be in that guy's shoes. I mean, it totally sucks, but he is trying to change the world, and when you do that, you're going to get haters, you're going to get followers, and it sucks, and it's good at the same time. It's a hard life to balance, I'm sure. I don't want to know the pressure that guy's under, but gosh damn it, do what's right by your customers and by the people out there. And I was like, I don't think Arctic Cat and these other places, this other stuff that's been tried, it failed. Don't reiterate the same mistakes. Make that speed car as badass as possible and open those doors for other people to get involved so the rest of America, if they're not into what you're into, can style it and design it and build it and do it what they want.
Yep.
Make the baddest ass platform in the freaking world that is reliable and it's affordable and it's badass. And my God, we'll get behind you for the whole world. You know, we'll all support you. I hope it goes that way. Like I said, I have hope, but if nothing else, those shoes were badass, bro. If you see this, you know. So, at any rate, like I said, it is what it is, and I'm hopeful like everybody else is. But we didn't learn a whole lot. That I said from what we saw in the cars, there's a lot of cool shit on them. There's a lot of cool designs on there.
Yeah, not much detail, specs, anything released, nothing like that.
There's a lot of innovative stuff though, and we appreciate you taking the time. If you're getting it right and you're going through the motions, distribution, all the parts being made. I mean, it's like there's a lot that goes into that. I don't want to comment on the Heisen thing, the China thing. There isn't a damn vehicle out there on parts in China, and there's nothing that's not made. Things are assembled in America a lot of the time. We all know the game. We're not shitting on you over that. If you were to build a car that was 100% made in America, not one of us could afford it. We'd be mortgaging our houses. You know what I mean? It's like, do what you got to do to make the baddest ass car, and I hope it all works out. That's what I'm doing. Peace.